Hey, Julie here, coming in live again with another topic I've been thinking about. The topic about that I'm talking about today is, what if you're not lost? What if you're just in the space in between? So most of us think being unsure about something means that there's something wrong, right? But what if that space that you're in right now, the not knowing, the questioning, is actually like a really sacred space? So by the end of this live, what I'm hoping to get across to you is to see that that in-between space isn't really a bad thing. And maybe to even learn to trust it, okay? So if you don't know who I am, I'm Julie Scott. I'm the head of this group, Women Over 50. It's time to come home with yourself. So welcome if you're new, and I hope you get something out of this live, okay? So if you've been feeling unsure lately, like you don't quite know what's next, right? Or you're questioning your decisions, this live is for you, okay? I have a cat here on me. Sorry. I just smooched my cat. So because we've been taught that if we don't have the clarity around something, there's something wrong. That we should have everything figured out by now, especially as a woman over 50. But what if nothing is wrong? Okay? What if you're not lost? What if you're just in that space in between, between who you were and who you're becoming, right? And this isn't a problem to fix. It's actually, I think, a space to understand. And I know this space really well, and I'll tell you why. Back in 2017, when I started my coaching business, I didn't jump all in, okay? I did it part-time for 3 years, okay? 3 years of being in between, okay? I had my day job, and then I had this pull that I wanted to do this full time. I knew that there was something more for me. I really wanted to jump in, but I was so scared. I didn't trust it yet. I questioned myself constantly. Am I making the right move? What if I leave too soon? What if I run out of money? Right? What if it doesn't work? And I felt like I was stuck in the middle for those 3 years, not fully in my old life, right? And not fully in my new one either. Okay. And then when I finally did go all in, which was in the beginning of 2020, guess what? I was right back in that feeling of in between again. Hey, Teresa, nice to see you. I was in that in between space again, right? I was building it. I was growing it. I was wondering if it would work. And what I've come to realize is this: we are always in some version of that space in between. Okay? Because we're always growing. We're always evolving. We're always becoming someone new, whether we're aware of it or not. Okay? Sometimes we're just too close to see how much ground we're actually gaining in this in-between space. Okay? So here are 3 tips that may help you feel better about being in this in-between, unsure space that you may find yourself in. Okay? Tip number 1. Okay? The in-between is not a dead end. It's a transition, okay? I think one of the biggest fears in this space is, what if I make the wrong decision, right? We're all so afraid of making the wrong choice or the wrong decision, right? Or what if I run out of time before I figure it all out? But here's what I've learned from my own personal experience. There is no final wrong decision that traps you, okay? Every decision that we make just leads to another decision. Every choice just opens another door, right? You are never really stuck. You're always one choice away from a new direction. So instead of seeing this as a dead end, start seeing it as a doorway, okay? Tip number 2. You're gaining ground even if you can't see it yet, okay? When you're in the middle, it feels like nothing is happening. But so much is happening beneath the surface. Okay? You're learning, you're becoming more aware, you're building the emotional strength and clarity you need for what is next. And it's like the space before something clicks. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like progress, but it is. You're just too close again to see it yet. Okay, tip number 3. You are being guided, even when it feels uncertain. Okay? This is the part I really want you to hear, feel, understand. Okay? Not everything is meant to work out the way you planned it. You ever hear that saying, you want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. Okay? Everything isn't going to work out the way you planned it. Okay? And that's not failure. That's guidance. That's the way I see it. I see it as guidance. The things that are meant for you will begin to align, right? They'll open. They'll feel lighter over time. Just like this work has for me, okay? And the things that aren't, they're going to feel heavy, right? They're going to feel forced. And they're going to begin to fall away on their own, as many things do in our lives that aren't in alignment for us. And that's not actually life working against you. That's life gently guiding you. Kind of like bowling with bumpers, right? You're going to eventually get down the lane, but life is just kind of redirecting you to what's best for you, okay? And you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to stay connected to yourself as you move through it, okay? Now, if any of what I'm talking about is resonating with you, and you're realizing how easy it is to get disconnected from yourself in these in-between moments, I have a free guide called Your Body Knows. It's 5 signals of inner wisdom. It'll help you start recognizing how your body is actually guiding you, okay? What feels right, what doesn't feel right, and how to begin trusting those signals again, or maybe for the first time, okay? So if you want a copy of that, just drop the word body in the comments below, or just put your favorite emoji, but body will send me the clear message that you're interested in this particular guide that I have. And just so you know, on the last page of the guide, if you want to go deeper, there is an invitation and a link to get into my 21-day reset. That is something that you pay for, but it's very inexpensive, and a 21-day experience to help you strengthen that connection with yourself and maybe create some sort of a routine for you of mindfulness and to connect with yourself inward, okay? Now, in closing, before we close, I want to hear from you. I want to hear if you got something out of this. I want to know if you're in an in-between space right now. And just say me in the comments if you are. Or just share what it feels like for you right now, right? Because I promise you, you are not alone in this. And you're not behind, okay? You're right where you need to be. That's all I have for you. Thanks, Teresa, for joining me. Please comment below if you found some value in this, and have a wonderful evening.